All right, yo, what is happening? It is Garrett Fankhauser. I am stoked to be back in front of you guys. For those of you guys that went to SHOT last week, I hope you guys had a freaking amazing time. We had some important stuff, so obviously I didn't go this year. I will see you guys there next year. This video is an important video. This is actually something that I do in a lot of our sales calls when I talk to some of you guys. So if you haven't been on a sales call with me, you should. Just kidding. But no, seriously, like for some of you that might be clients in here that are seeing this, you'll understand a little bit more about our process of how we find the problems that you guys are really struggling with, the challenges that you're facing. And there's really two big things that we focus on. So I'm going to cover those in today's video, and I'm going to show you guys how to take your website if you are not making money or sales or whatever on your website, and find out why. It's actually a super simple process. So I would say that this is probably one of the most important videos that I've done. So if you guys are watching this, I see 4 of you in here. You guys rock. Stick around. It's super important. This will also be posted on in the guides in the group. This will also be posted on our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. It totally helps me out. All of the content that we put on here goes to the YouTube channel. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you are in the Facebook group, because that's where the real fire gets dropped on a regular basis. So let's dig in. I'm gonna have to open a couple extra windows here because I'm using the free version of Ubersuggest. The reason I do that is because you can use the free version as well. So it's exactly the same. I do have paid tools that I use for most of our SEO. I don't like to show those to you guys because you guys don't have them, right? So the whole point in this is to make this easy so that you guys can do this at home, and you don't necessarily need me to like hold your hand through this after I teach you how to do this. Cool. So let me go to Zoom. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And here we go. Here I am. So check it out. This is the post that I put up. Who has a website but isn't getting any sales with it? Post your URL below. Will be shared in a troubleshooting video. That is this video. So if you guys posted your stuff down here, this is going to be on YouTube and all kinds of other places. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to share anything proprietary or secret or anything like that. Really what I want to do is show you guys like how to find the major problem that's holding your business back. This is what we do. We find the problem that you guys are struggling with, the challenge, and we put together a system that actually helps you to overcome that challenge. That's how we're able to get all these magical numbers, 100K a month, 200K a month, and things like that, where you guys have the potential to get there, but you don't have the right systems in place to help you to get there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this, and I'm going to grab a couple of these, and I'm going to open these in new windows. Fred, I love you, but you didn't put your website here, so you're making it difficult for me. I need to just be able to click and open. So I opened a bunch of these, right? So let's take a look at a couple of these, and we'll go from here. Double Eagle. I don't know how to say that. Weiningers. Reed. This one's an ammo ready for sure. I can tell by looking at it. This one is most likely an ammo ready or something similar. Gearfire, the old standard Gearfire. And that's it. Okay. So I have a couple of these open. The problem that we're looking to solve here is there's no sales on the website, right? That's the main problem. Okay. So we're going to look at 2 different things to figure out. Well, we're going to look at one, and that will tell us whether it's the first problem or the second problem, right? So I'll walk you through that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take the Gearfire site, because I've done enough of these that I already know the problem with the Gearfire site, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. We're going to go to Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest. Type this in. It says neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest. If you just type in Ubersuggest, it will get you there. And let me move all my Zoom stuff around so I can get out of this stupid window that I can't see the X on. Jesus, get out of here, man. Get out of here. All right, cool. So what you do is you come here. Here's the homepage, ubersuggest.com. Just Google it. Take your URL and drop it in here, and then hit search. Cool. So I have this thing, Zoom puts this little thing on the corner of my screen and I can't get it out of the way. So I can't even X out of this because I don't know how to get these apps out of the way. Close doc. There we go. All right. So check it out. This one is, yeah, we're gonna cover this, and I'm not gonna be mean because it's a Gearfire site, but let's like break this down. SafeFirearmSales.com is ranked for 0 keywords, 0, and is getting such little traffic on a regular basis that it's showing me 0. Okay. My clarification here is they might not literally have 0 people that have visited their website this month, or this is actually a 30-day rolling. So this isn't just this month. This isn't only the 23 days of January. This is a rolling 30-day period over a long period of time. So aggregated, it's showing that this is pretty bad, dude. Whoever this is, it's pretty bad. 2 backlinks, 1 domain authority. This is what you start with. So literally, like, there's been no domain authority built around this. 0 traffic and 0 keywords. Okay, so what I want to show you guys, I'm going to see if Zoom will let me hang tight with me, guys. Apps, not apps. Oh, I guess I have to get my little app stock back. All right, let's go to Miro. I only have a limited amount of time because I have to hop on a client call here in a few. But I want to walk you guys through this, and I want it to be valuable for you that makes sense, right? So let's come over here. Okay, so not sticky. Sorry guys, I'm clicking all over the place. Here we go. So here's your website, right? Let's make this prettier. Okay, so there's 2 things that we want to focus on, right? So the first thing is traffic. Many of you guys have heard me talk about traffic before. All right, so traffic is really the start. Traffic means that the amount of people going to the website. So if we go back over and we see that there's 0 people visiting the website, right? There's 0. There's nobody coming into the store, right? So if we imagine that this is a brick and mortar, and they are absolutely not apples to apples, brick and mortar and online, but let's use this as an analogy. There's 0 people coming to your store. There's 0 people walking into your store. Of course you're not going to have these sales, right? So this is where we find out that the number one issue, and this is going to be most of you guys are going to have this same problem, particularly if you are core, ammo ready, Gearfire, any of that type of stuff, Celerant. You're going to have, this is going to be the number one problem that you guys have, is getting enough traffic to the website so that you can actually make money. If 0 people walk into your brick and mortar every month, you're not going to make any fucking money. Like, it's just super simple, right? Let's imagine that we looked at this, right? And it said that we had 2,500 people. Let's do an easy number. Let's do 10,000, right? Let's say that you had 10,000 people show up every month, 10,000 visits. Okay. So if we did 10,000 times 0.01, that would be 1%, right? So 1% of 10,000 is 100, right? So why I'm doing this math is, if you can imagine that you had 10%, or I mean 1% of the people that visited your site bought something, but you had 10,000 visitors, you would expect to sell at least 100 items, right? Let me do this again. It disappears. Let's just have that there. Okay. So we can just do simple math at this point, right? Check this out. Imagine if this was 5%. Let me do this to where it'll actually show us the value. That number goes up times 5, right? Because it's literally 5% versus 1%. That's 500 sales a month. Okay. So it's a simple number of and I'm going to walk you through the other one right now because it's actually here. So this here is traffic, right? This number is traffic. This number is conversion rate. Okay. So the second one is conversion. Let me open this up to where it doesn't look all goofy. Conversions, right? So traffic and conversions. If we see that the website has 10,000, right, people visiting, but they're only getting 0.01, they're only making 100 sales every month, then that's a low conversion rate, right? But we know that there's enough traffic, right? So the first problem is solved. Traffic, good. Some of you might ask, what is a good number for traffic? That's not specifically the best way to look at it. The best way to look at it is to do this math and figure out how many people are coming and what your conversion rate is, because they both work together. So there's not like, if you have 1,500 visits, you're good. It depends on what you sell, what your pricing is, how your website is set up, blah, blah, blah. That's all going to affect your conversion rate. But again, that conversion rate, if we go from 0.1 to 0.2, that's doubling your sales, potentially doubling your income, right? So it's really simple to do the math on this, that if we know the traffic amount, then we can, and we know that it's good, then we move on and we focus on conversions. How do we fix conversions? There's a lot of different ways. We have spent a lot of time in that, on that in our website builds and the stuff that we actually put together for clients, to make it super easy for people to find what they're looking for, right? It may seem like there's all this different stuff, and there really is. And if you dig into it, you will fall down a fucking Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole. The colors that you use make a difference. The buttons that you use, whether they're rounded or squared, it all makes a difference. But the point is to use this math right here, use this formula to find out your conversion rate, and then to figure out what needs to be fixed. Do we need to fix traffic, or do we need to fix conversion rate, right? So these are really the two things right here that we need to focus on. The way that you find those out is to start by finding out your traffic. If you have no traffic, that is your number one problem to solve. When we can get this up to 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people per month, then we can really start hammering the conversion rate of the website. And that will help us to figure out the perfect formula that's going to make you guys a shit ton of cash. This is going on longer than I wanted it to, but I wanted to explain this in a way that hopefully you guys will all understand. This video alone is not going to show you how to fix the problem. This is an identify the problem video, right? There's a million ways to skin a cat. I'm going to do one more, you guys, and I'm really sorry that I don't have more time, but I got to jump on this client call. Let me see if Uber Suggest will let me do another one, or if I blew out the free plan for today. Oops. And if not, I'm going to have to open up an incognito window. Okay. So Weiningers, I believe it is. Same issue. You guys are ranked for one keyword, organic monthly traffic, 0, domain authority, 0 backlinks. I mean, if we look, the only keyword that you guys are showing up for is the CAC shockwave. And there's 390 searches a month, which is pretty solid. But you guys are in 45th position, which means that you're getting 0 estimated visits from that keyword. So you guys are ranked for it, but you're so far back that nobody's ever going to find it. 45th position means that you're on, so there's 10 per page, right? So the first page is 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, right? So it's you guys are like on the 5th page. So nobody goes back that far. So that is really the issue here, is there's no traffic. I'm most likely, if I do all of these, you guys all are going to have the same issue. You guys are going to have a traffic issue at this point. Generally, the rule of thumb is that if you can get traffic, you should be able to get sales. They might be shitty, like you might not get a whole lot of sales. You might have a very low conversion rate, like that 1% that we used in our example, but you're making money, right? Then with that traffic dialed in, or at least okay, we can then focus over here and optimize the website for conversions. Again, this video is how to identify the problem, not necessarily how to solve it. That's a huge video that I don't have time to make you guys today. But what I want you guys to understand is that if this is something that's important for you to solve immediately, please contact me. I'm not saying that I can help you, but depending on where you guys are at in the situation that you guys have and where you're looking to take the business to, if you have some of these issues like the traffic issue, there is most likely something that can be done potentially by us to help you get where you're looking to go. And no matter what number you're looking for, right? If you're making 5K a month right now, if you're making 100K a month right now, and you're looking to get to 50K a month or 500K a month or 2 million a month, it's all about doing the math. It's traffic and your conversion rate. That's literally it. Okay, so it may seem super complicated, and for some of you guys, this may, a lot of this marketing stuff might be very technical, but it's simple math. If you guys can figure out how to do the math, you guys can figure out what needs to be done. And again, for most of you, go to ubersuggest.com, put your URL in there. If you guys are not getting any traffic, you're going to need to do something, because what you have is not working, and it's not going to work. Okay, I'm not here to really shit on you guys' parade, but if you have like an ammo ready or a core site or a gear fire that's been up for 9 months and you have no sales, it's not going to get any better. You guys have to put in the work to send traffic to there. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, SEO, whatever it is, blogging, guest posting, whatever you're going to do, that type of situation, you're going to have to put the work to get them there. If you can set up a better marketing system, like such as what we offer, our systems operate 3 ways, right? So there's 3 things that we focus on. The first one is the website. So once the website's knocked out, then we have 2 whole pillars of our business, 2 whole pillars of our offer that are designed to push traffic to you guys. So that's really something that we have optimized our complete business around and our client deliverables around, fixing the traffic problem and then making sure we have a high conversion rate. Simple recipe for success. I have got to go. I've got to hop on a client call. You guys are fucking awesome. If you have any questions or anything like that, please drop it in the comments below, because if not, you're going to have something in your head and you're going to forget it, and it's not going to get answered. And by it being not answered, it's not going to serve you. It's not going to help your business move forward. It's not going to help you grow and get to where you want to go. So in this group, I love you guys have been rocking it. You guys have been posting more content, asking questions and things like that. That's the whole point of this group. Like I'm just here to help you guys get to where you're looking to go. Cool. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.